Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is Mike Smith, the Time and Space Radio Show. You can find us at timeandspace.us. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/listener22. And on YouTube, we have a channel under UFO Writer 22. Check out everything we've been posting all day. We are happy to have more guests. We've just been overloaded with people coming up on stage, and I think that's going to keep continuing. But we're very excited to have two of the three members of the band After Jack with us. Welcome to the show, ladies. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
We have Emily Rose Tucker and Rachel Blankenship, right? And we're missing Mary Allison. Is that right? Where is Mary? Why is she stiffing us on this interview today?
Mary's got a job.
She has a real job.
She decided to go there.
Those are so annoying. They get in the way of everything. So the big piece of news, I suppose, to talk to you about, first of all, is the Hayloft Gang video contest finally just came to an end. How long had that process been going on?
It felt like 3 years.
Yeah, I'll bet.
How long was it? Really?
September 15th is the night we uploaded our video.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's been going on the past 2 months.
Yeah, parts of
And
the
congratulations
past 2 months.
on finishing. You won first prize, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
For My Horses Ain't Hungry.
Yes.
Is that right? That's fantastic. And your performance the other night, we were able to get down here. I was able to get down here. Mike wasn't able to join me. To see you perform on stage the other night, absolutely fabulous performance.
Thank you.
And you said the first time you played here in the Panthers Den.
Yes.
Right? That's great. Where else have you played as a band so far? I'll go into your story here in just a second, but where else have you performed live as a group?
Our first performance was at a festival called Front Porch Fest, which was in Patrick County. We've played at the Crooked Road Cafe. We've played... I don't know. Oh yeah, we've done a couple of community benefits. We played at Tuggles Gap on the Blue Ridge Parkway a couple weekends ago. That kind of thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great. And I'm sure you're getting a good reaction everywhere you're going.
Yeah, it's been really cool.
So talk to me a little bit, if you would, about how you guys met and how you kind of came up with the idea for forming the band. The story you told the other night was very funny. So.
Did you tell it? Go ahead. Okay. Well, we met through the Blue Ridge Dinner Theater. We all got together and worked there for 2 summers, I think, all together. And I don't know, what was the funny part? I don't know.
Yeah, well, the funny part was that we were asked to play this festival just because before we knew Mary, Rachel and I would go out and play different places, and so we were going to play this festival, and we thought, well, since we're going to do this, we might as well just start a band. So that's what we did. We asked our Facebook friends what they thought our band should be called, and then we
don't like to make decisions.
No.
So
we just most recently had a contest to ask our Facebook fans what our logo should look like. We just kind of let other people vote.
Now, your Facebook page, facebook.com/AfterJack.
Yep.
Right. So check that out. Go on there and see what they've got. You got some other YouTube stuff or any other videos besides
just songs up on YouTube right now.
Right.
We want to do more music videos because that was obviously a big hit.
Right.
And, I don't know. We feel like we could do some pretty creative stuff.
Talk about the video for a second. You said that somebody had helped you actually shoot it and orchestrate it. I've watched it a few times. I mean, it was really well done. Kind of factored in the story into the song and everything. What was that experience like?
Well,
this is so funny. Every time I interview people that, especially music groups, if they get together, they look at each other after every question. Do you want to talk about this? Go ahead. You talk about it.
Sometimes we decide ahead of time who will address what topic, but we didn't do that today.
No.
Well, we had seen this contest online, that there was this contest, and at the time that we decided to enter, there were like 7 entries. So we thought, well, we better enter because we're going to win it. And so we decided we picked the song, and we storyboarded out the story, and one of our friends, Chris Wolf, who's a Ferrum student, he came over with his camera, and we shot it over 2 nights. One night we did sort of the story, and one night we just did the playing out by the fire, and then edited it together, and Mary and Chris actually edited it together the following day. And then we went to upload it. I submitted it, and nothing happened. We didn't get a confirmation. Hours went by, like 8 hours went by, and it was maybe 9:30 at night, and Rachel came home, and I said, I'm waiting for them to say, because we waited till the last day, because we didn't want other people to get encouraged by our achievement and then submit new entries. So it was like 9:30, they were due at midnight, and all of a sudden, somebody's looking through the rules and said, hey, it has to be only this many megabytes, like 5 or something, and ours was like 60. And we were like, oh God, it's not going to go through. They're not going to accept it. Why didn't they tell us? So then we were on this mad dash to try to reduce the file size and resubmit it. So we were like calling everybody we knew. I mean, it sounds like no big deal, but when you have to upload it and like download the software to do it, and we don't know how to do it, and we're dealing with Mac to PC stuff, and so Mary and I came sprinting to the college, and we literally figured out how to reduce the file size at like 12:10. So we thought we missed it, and the next morning we woke up and Rachel was like, you know, there's no way that they could have accepted it anyway, right? I dreamed that we got in the contest. And I was like, well, I don't think so. I'll look. And I checked our mail. No, it wasn't there. And then at 8:30 that morning, I checked our mail again, and it was like, welcome to the Hayloft Gang contest.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations
Thank you.
again. It's a great video, and you got a good result there. Maybe not the one you guys were hoping for, but definitely a good result.
Yeah.
This is a question that I've thrown out to music groups in the past, and they aren't sure what to answer sometimes. What do you guys hope to do with this? I mean, do you want to take this up a couple of levels as far as being, you know, after Jack and going out and touring and doing all that other stuff? Is that something you guys have talked about and thought about?
Yeah, we thought about it, and it seems to be taking off.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's amazing, actually.
Because some musicians get together and they just want to play and have fun. Maybe they play locally, like in clubs or something, and that's enough for them. Others, I was going to say, I don't know if we can do anything.
That's okay.
Caught in the
it's
high
fine.
beams there. that is something. Others, you know, get into it and they're looking at it to take it into the business world, you know, and become one of these big recording acts. And you said something on stage, Emily Rose, the other night that really caught my attention. This idea that people think that you can just write a couple of songs, maybe record a video, and that's all there is to it. There's a staggering amount of work that goes into it.
Right.
I've talked to other people about some of the biggest musicians that are out there. That band, No Doubt, is one that always comes to mind, where some people think they appeared overnight, and it turns out they had been touring in clubs for some 15 years or something like that. Are you prepared to put in that kind of work? Do you guys think that's the road ahead for you?
Well, we don't exactly know what we're doing. We just got started, so we're sort of figuring it out as we go, and it really is a ton of work to sort of be brainstorming all the time, putting out contacts all the time, trying to figure out what's next all the time. So yes, when we first started doing this, we sort of had a conversation where we said, how much do we want to play out? Like, do we want to try to book every night we can book, or do we need to spare some time? And we unanimously agreed at the time, no, let's just go for it. And then we sort of discussed, like, how far are we going to try to push this? And we thought, well, we'll just see how far we can go. I think it's been something we've all always wanted to do, and it feels like this is our chance to try. So
you seem like you're in a real good environment too, surrounded by a lot of people you can probably trust, and you're going to get a lot of good support and help along the way. So hopefully that'll keep up for you.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you if you could talk a little bit about all the different instruments that you play. I was amazed at what looked like really great choreography about how you were switching instruments and moving around each other flawlessly. I don't know if you guys are thinking, well, this is just chaos up here and we're bumping into each other, but
It has been chaos sometimes.
I'll bet it has.
Yeah.
But you've changed up. There had to be, what, a dozen instruments you went through the other night. Can you talk about what the different instruments are that you guys have been playing and how you factored them in?
I forget what everybody else plays because it's so many. I don't know. I play the fiddle and guitar and just recently the banjo and the kazoo, and now I guess I'll be playing the mandolin a lot more, and the bass.
Is that what you were just messing with down here? Was
Yeah.
a mandolin? Yeah,
That's
that
the
sounds...
one we won for the contest.
Oh,
actually.
right. Very good, yeah.
I don't know.
That
I
sounded
guess
great.
That's it.
Yeah, we have a hard time sometimes trying to figure out how to do the songs that we want to do, how to arrange things the way we want to do them with just 3 people. It's always like, oh, we need another lead instrument. We got to fill in the middle. You know, we get the bass going in the fiddle, and then it's like, you've got to have something in the middle.
Right.
So that's why we're like all wearing tap shoes so that we can keep percussion going, and, you know, just we're sort of experimenting.
Right. I was going to say, there was one criticism I had come away with the other night. I was wondering if you could pick the energy level up on stage at all, because you just don't seem like you're into it enough. I mean, see, that's who I was trying to get a laugh out of, too, was Dr. Whited. No, it was fantastic. I got to tell you a little bit about the kids I was talking about. I had my own kids and some other kids. We were down here for some soccer matches. So we come over to the show, and I had literally stopped in the hotel room before we came over and threatened these kids and said, look, you have got to understand that you cannot be in the back playing video games on your phones and talking, because it's a performance. You know,